Today's review, we are moving away from the double IPAs to have some supermarket beers. A couple of new supermarket beers have appeared. Some may have been around a few weeks, but this one's been around a bit long, pretty much brand new, I should say. North, and this is Heptagon, a 7% double dry hot IPA, available in Tesco. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. That was too long an introduction. I should have redone that. But today we're going for the supermarket beer. Now, obviously we're getting close to Christmas now. You'd expect more supermarket stuff. There's been a lot of drip feeding in terms of supermarkets. I just don't think that the people get as excited about supermarket beers these days. And I think that's maybe because the quality hasn't been so good. But also, you know, the brewer's probably thinking, oh, well, is it worth putting stuff in? We're not getting as, you know, we're squeezed on margins at supermarkets. Is it worth it? So I get excited when I see something new from a brewery that I know got good pedigree in the supermarkets, and that's North Brewing. Very distinctive can artwork. I mean, this looks pretty good. Jumped out to me. Heptagon, it's called. And it's a 7%, so, you know, good ABV, double dry hot IPA. And it's got nectar on hops, which is sort of, I suppose to some extent, one of the sort of the newest sort of hop on the block. It's not the newest hop, but it seems to be a lot in the modern style of hops, really. So it's a New Zealand hops. I think that nectar is quite different than our New Zealand hops. So you're not getting as much of the gooseberry, the grape, that sort of stuff. You're getting a bit more tropical. And it says here, nectar on hops deliver juicy tropical flavours in this hazy and hop-forward IPA. So, £3.75 this one cost me. Not bad, because I bought another one, a Northern Monk and Flock collab, which is another new one, although I think it's been around for a few weeks. And that was £4. So those prices are going up as well. But £3.75 I think is pretty reasonable. And I've got good expectations of this one. I do like North Brewing. I think they make some pretty solid supermarket beers. They've had some very good supermarket beers in the past. And they're a good brewery. And I'd say that looks pretty damn good. For a supermarket beer, we're getting a very custardy coloured looking beer. 2 fingers, off-white, and I'd almost say fairly compacted head there. Looks pretty smooth, pretty damn good. Let's see what the aroma's like. Yeah, there is that sort of supermarket aroma, which I always find is like something when you smell it and you think, yeah, I'm getting some juiciness in there, but there's something a little artificial. It doesn't smell quite that inviting. And I'm getting more, certainly tropical, mango, passion fruit, but it's a sort of mixture. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge of those sort of aromas. Right, that's what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could almost taste this blind and say, yeah, that's a supermarket beer. There's something about, I don't know what it is, something about it. It's very light. The carbonation is soft, but it's ultra light. Flavors wise, it's a mixture of tropical flavors, really. I'm getting a bit of pineapple coming in. That's a little bit of flavor that I didn't really get from the aroma. And then there's that mango, passion fruit, papaya, all that sort of tropical stuff. It's difficult to be distinctive about the fruit flavors you're getting. And there's this sort of strange little sort of back end flavour. It's a bit, I'd say grapefruit those coming through, but something a little bit artificial flavour tasting about it. It doesn't taste like those sort of grapefruit flavours that you get with a good quality IPA. Let's have another go. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. For a supermarket beer, it's not bad. I mean, I've had some great double IPAs recently. some good IPAs. I'm paying 5, 6. Okay, the double IPAs I do pay less, but if I was buying them normally, it would have cost me £6 plus. This is less than £4. It's a solid supermarket beer. I think the more I drink it, the better it tastes. There is actually that back end flavour, the grapefruit. There's a sharpness that comes through, and it's very pleasant. I mean, it's one of those sort of beers that you don't always get in the supermarket, and I've described it, and it's a single hop. It says nectar on. I presume it's just nectar on. There's a little bit of complexity to this, and you don't always get complexity with a supermarket beer, let alone a single hopped supermarket beer. But you get that tropicalness up front, and then on the back end, it is starting to develop more. You get grapefruits, you get more sharpness. So it's almost other citrus, lemons and limes as well coming in. But I think grapefruit is the bigger flavour on the back end. But there's definitely much more sort of tropicalness, pineapple even. Yeah, pineapple, grapefruit. It does taste a little bit like an alcoholic lilt. It's not bad. For the money, I think it's pretty good, actually. Yeah. I think that from the first taste to the taste I'm getting now, I'm starting to get developing in my mouth. And I do think that for a supermarket beer, this is a good quality product. 7%, yeah, not bad. It's a little light, but then, you know, we've had lots of IPAs, even double IPAs that are light as this, really. I would have liked a bit more body to it, but the flavours are definitely there. There's a nice development of flavour, complexity. I think this is pretty damn good, actually. So, Heptagon, I was going to say Heptathlon then, Heptagon Double Dry Hop IPA, 7% from North. I like the can artwork. I like the brewery. They make very good supermarket beers. You know, I don't think I've had anything bad from them. Nothing super great. I say nothing super great, but I still remember that one they did with Green Curve, which had Sabro in it. And I thought that was excellent. I remember drinking quite a few of those back in the day. But I think they're very good supermarket beer. And I think if you're in Tesco's, give this one a go. And if you've had it, let me know what you think. But let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Heptagon. This is from North Brewing up in Leeds. A double dry hop IPA with nectar on hops. I think it's pretty good. And I've done the scores and I've thought about the scores and I've put the scores down, and actually probably a little bit higher than I probably thought it was going to be. But looking at it and thinking of the scores, I think they're all fair and they all add up. I had to count them twice to make sure that I wasn't wrong, but here they come. Starting with aroma. Appearance. Flavour. Value for money. As I said, $3.75, but if you buy 4 of them, you get the third one for free. So yeah, that gets the numbers down quite a bit. And finally, my overall experience. Tighten the scores up. As I said, I was surprised because this is a highly recommended beer. Total score, 80 out of 100. Okay, it's just about highly recommended, but even if it was 75 for £3.75 or less if you bought more beers, you don't have to buy 4 of these. You can buy pretty much any 4 and you get the cheapest free. I think this is a very good supermarket beer. Could this be the best supermarket beer? I don't know. Let me know if you've had it and whether you think it is. I still think that for value for money, the best supermarket beer is that Love Lane one, New England IPA Love Lane from Home Bargains, which is like £1.49. Although for the last couple of weeks, it's not on the shelves anymore. So maybe they've stopped doing it. So the king may be dead, but long live the king. This could be it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've had any new supermarket beers, any ones I should track out. So I've got Northern Monk and Flock. Oh, I've also got a Neon Raptor one from Morrison's. I've also heard there's a new salt one in Morrison's, but that wasn't there when I went in there. But keep an eye out for that. And as I said, we're getting into Christmas. I think there's going to be some more supermarket beers launched. Hopefully there'll be some new exciting ones to compete with this. This is a good start. An 80 out of 100, that's a good score. Even for a non-supermarket beer, that's a good score. But $3.75, It's worth your time. But let me know if you've had it. Let me know if you've had any good supermarket beers. I repeat myself now, so I repeat the last thing that I always repeat on every video. If you ever get this far, remember, 2 things I ask of you: drink good craft beer and keep on rocking.